know, I'm going to comment. That's the way to do. You asked me something to comment. You know, I hear just the opposite. Now, this 30, 40 people, 60 people, whatever there are, seem to have a problem with everything Ken Foley's done, the Leffers done. Perfect example. They had a recall going the day he was nominated. They had a recall committee already set up for him. This is all your friends. Why would you do that? How would you know? You know what I mean? Because you're all, prejudged, and you just, there's a lot of nasty things going out there. But anyhow, so that it's, yes.
Mr. Foley, you're a business owner, correct?
That's correct.
Now, if the letter was circulating around about one of your managers with the words hostile work environment, would you have areas of concern for that?
Hostile work environment?
If there's a letter circulating from your workers about one of your managers with the words hostile work environment, in today's environment, would you be concerned about that as a local business?
There's never been a complaint.
Excuse me, Mr. Leffert, my questions were addressed to Mr. Foley.
Yes. I'll answer it this way, and I don't want to sound like, boy, they're saying it, just he's holding back, but they keep talking about it. But knowing what I know, and sometimes I wish I didn't know all this stuff, but being privy to all that's going on and a lot of different things, I have a whole different opinion about what this body of people is saying. And
how many police officers are in our department?
23, I think.
And did you ask how many people actually were for this?
I just got this today.
But you're already making a decision. You, as selectman of this town, you have the obligation to keep our town safe from litigation.
Absolutely.
As a business person, sir, I employ over 200 people with over $50 million in sales. If their words of hostile work environment were going around my place of business, you bet I'd want to investigate that and find out why. You have an obligation to this town to keep us that way.
I appreciate your comments, and we just received this today, by the way.
And you've made your decision, and you're not going to do anything about it. You're not going to talk to the police department. You made your decision. As far as you guys are concerned, that board is concerned, there's no need to go any further. You just disregard what the police department has done.
No, I read it, and until a lot of these issues are cleared up, other issues that I'm aware of, I think we're going to proceed with caution here, but...
Chairman Foley?
Yes, Mr. Morra.
With regard to the comment about hostile work environment, it's interesting. On August 21st of 2007, when I visited the police department, being a selectman even, I'd probably been there for the third time in my term, which began in April of 2006. I was there to pick up a report of officers in this town, in the police department, that did illegal criminal background checks on myself and another family member. And it's interesting because in the newspaper, we had police officers claiming that my one visit there to pick up a report, when my civil rights have been violated, was a hostile work environment I created just by visiting the station one day. It's interesting, the same terminology is used when this letter is sent to the media, which in fact is bringing the negative attention to the town. Who's bringing the negative attention? These very people who are contacting the media repeatedly about the incident that took place with the police chief, number one. They talk about events. When I read the paper today, they're talking about events that took place since he's been a chief of police, since August of 2008. Okay, now here we are, over 2 years later, never heard a word from the union, never had a vote, never had a grievance filed about it, never had a grievance filed with the selectmen in over 2 years, and all of a sudden, going back to the day he began, there's all these alleged issues with him. It is ridiculous and unprofessional for them to have even sent a letter to the media, which they did deliberately, that's why they're here tonight, to create this storm over an incident that's taken place that we've talked to death, has been reported how many different times, and we're supposed to just fire the chief, according to this group, okay? Or they want an independent investigation done. By whom? Who's going to do the investigation? I think that will answer your question. Who's going to do it? We already had the East Providence Police who did our chief no favors when they wrote up a report and contained all kinds of personal information. They didn't do him any favors. And somebody mentioned, what would happen if a patrolman had done that in this town? We wouldn't even know about it the way it was being run previously. Because when these criminal background checks were done, it was denied. We had officers lie, some of them under oath, and the full results you'll know soon about the incident. And I'm tired of being silent about that. There's a problem when I'm acting as a selectman and upholding the laws that I took an oath to do, and I have our own police officers doing numerous illegal criminal background checks, not only on myself, but on my other family members. That's a concern. And we have a group of citizens, we have a group of citizens, we have a group of citizens that have a problem with a lawful query being done if you seek elected office or appointed office, only if you're a felon over the last 5 years is what it's stated. They don't want that, but it's okay to do illegal checks unauthorized on somebody. Our old police department, in several other departments, I might add, nearby. And then they deny it, and then they turn around and file a lawsuit against the town, and they file a lawsuit against me individually, and claim their civil rights were violated.
That's exactly right.
When they violated my civil rights and any other citizen that they didn't agree with politically.
This is not
So that's
about you.
No, this is about...
The whole thing's gonna end here. If we can't, we're gonna quiet down one at a time, or it's over. I'm telling you right now.
What question is he directing to you? You open this up as questions.
He's making a
question. You don't have time to...
I have a police report with me with regard to Mr. Brad Doyle. And illegally recorded 2 individuals is the conclusion in here. The complaint was filed against our cable TV company against 2 employees who were recording on town property. I have a whole investigation report by this department.
Point of order, Mr. Chairman.
You have a point of order.
So here we go.
Mr. Chairman.
One second, Mr. Morra. Mr. Katz.
This was your forum to ask people in the audience if they had questions specifically for you about the town and so forth. It's gone a completely different direction. I would appreciate it if you bring this meeting back into order.
I agree with you.
Thank you.
Mr. Morra.
Nope, that's all I have to say. I'm not going to stand and listen
Okay.
to our chief of police who's done a fine job be attacked.
Chris, he said, it's not about you, it's about the town.
Okay.